Gonna be our first sit in the stand after we scouted yesterday. Well, we're gonna be walking through a bedding area, so what we're gonna do is let it get daylight in the woods a little bit. That way we can see these deer as we walk in. In the past, walking in the dark, we always bump deer out of the spot. So in the last few years, we've been walking in at daylight, and we're able to see these deer before we bump them, let them work off, or even get shots at them. So I'm gonna let it get a little bit more light in the woods, and we're gonna take off. You can see the sun rising behind me, so it's about that time. And I can see I got a low battery on the camera, so I'm gonna change my battery right quick before we get in there. We just got back here to the woods. We sat up on the front this morning, just overlooking a field. Let it get good daylight. Now we're about to go back into the back of the farm. Just slip down a couple roads and see if we can walk up on some deer chasing, and then if not, just find us a good spot to sit down on the ground and in an area where we can see a long ways through the woods. Just see what we can see. There's a deer right here. Hey John, that's a big buck. I missed him. There he is, he stopped. Guys, we just walked in the woods. I mean, there's a side by side. I mean, it was a huge deer. He was just standing right there at 50 yards. It looked like he missed the first shot. I couldn't see the second shot. But he's gonna walk out there and see. We'll see. That was quick. We sat on the other end of this field because we've been getting a picture of a decent buck. I don't think he's a shooter, but he's a decent buck walking the edge of this field. And the plan was this morning we were gonna get in a tree where that deer's been working. We get all the way down here. I look over and I left the cameras in my truck, so we had to go all the way back home this morning and get the cameras. And that's why we're gun hunting. We didn't have time to get in a tree this morning. And then it goes to show, when you're walking in, we had plans to be, 500 yards back from where we're at right now to hunt today. And just, it goes to show, just walk slow, pay attention to what you're doing and where you're at, because these deer, when they start rutting like this and chasing, they could be anywhere. And this deer ain't 50 yards from the side by side. I mean, we got off the side by side, both of us used the bathroom, talked for a minute, and he wasn't standing 50 yards. He might have a doe pinned down out there, I don't know yet. We didn't see a doe, all seen was a buck. And he's a good one. Oh guys, we walked through there pretty good, and there's no blood. Bunch of deer beds in there, and scrapes, but no blood. So we'll go back to the original plan. Look here. Right there. We'll go back to the original plan. Go to the back of the farm. Go slow. Look, listen. Try to do the same thing. So, we're confident that the deer wasn't hit. We followed his track for a long ways. There's no blood anywhere. We're gonna get down in the bayou and we'll probably see where he crossed and try to pick back up on the track over there just to make sure. But we're gonna ease down through here. Try to come up with something else. It's a good spot where deer chase a lot. We seen one running, she wasn't being chased by anything. Not really sure what the heck going on with that deer. It's exactly what we want to happen. Slip out, grab a bite to eat, and come right back. Be back in here by 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then we're gonna bring the boat back in. The scrapes were freshened up real good, but the camera didn't take any pictures, so not sure, but he beat 2 scrapes out real good in the last 2 days. Wind's gonna be good from multiple directions. So we're gonna get back in here in the morning. Get back here this afternoon. Try to make it happen. We're gonna get out of here, get a bite to eat, and we'll be right back. Alrighty. We're back in the woods this afternoon. About to go grab one of our climbers off a tree. Get back in here on these scrapes where we found this earlier this morning. We were in here 2 days ago, and these scrapes hadn't been freshened up. We just walked over there after our morning sit, and they'd been hit pretty good. So I had a camera on it, but for some reason the camera didn't take pictures. Not sure why, I'm confused on that, but he's got a tree. I videoed it earlier, but he's got a tree big as my calf muscle, just shredded. So we're gonna slip in here, get in the tree, and set it out. But we'll get back with you guys once we get set up. Alright, we got settled in the tree. We got in quiet, didn't bump any deer. Show you what we got here. Got a scrape out here. Scrape over here. Just a couple scrapes back up this old hill. Real good bedding area back here. Good bedding out there. got him. I think you hit him.
What a sick boy. Golly, man.
I believe if you'd have kept your bow, you'd have killed him right here with your bow. You could have killed him right there with your bow. Man, I thought he was gonna, when I seen him come across, I thought he was just gonna cruise right straight out.
I did too. Man, I thought he was gonna go straight across.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he turned and walked straight to us.
And I was already set then.
Yeah.
And no way I could reach around and get that.
No, you couldn't have got the bow. You couldn't have handed me the rifle. Boy, how about that?
Heck yeah. Yeah, he dead right there.
You hit him good. Boy, that's a stud of a 6.
He right there.
How far was it when you shot him? 25 yards, 30 yards?
25, 30 yards. God dang, I wish I'd had my bow in my hand.
Dude, I thought he was gonna, the way he come across that road, it looked like he was just gonna go straight out towards go back towards the hang on stand.
Hey, my gun's on.
That was all you this morning. Well, shoot, let's get out.
Might as well. Ain't no need to have to clean too.
Alright guys, I'm gonna climb down right quick and then we're gonna go over here and take a look at this deer. You think that's that big 6 from last year? No, he didn't have brow tines, does he? Goodness gracious. Look at that dude there. What a deer. Dude, that is a deer. Hold that dude up. Let's get a good look at him. My gosh. Dude, we produced. Look at his head.
That sucker's a muse, huh?
Dude, look at the head on that deer. I mean, just give you a recap on today. So, we got going this morning early. My plans were to be at Jonathan's house at like, what time did I tell you? I was gonna be at 4:45. Anyway, we're on schedule. Everything's going good. We get all the way down here to where we got to get out of the truck and get on Sabotage to come in. And I leave the cameras at home, or at his house in my truck, because I got in the truck with him. So we had to turn around and go all the way back and get the cameras. And we had a plan to hunt a field edge with our bow. And Jonathan was gonna hunt, I was gonna film. By the time we got back, it was too late to do all that. Didn't have time to get in there and set up. So we just set at the front of the field and we hadn't set in the field all year. So we set up there, it's just a visual morning, just try to see what's going on in the fields, and nothing. We didn't see any deer. So we eased up, got to the road, walk in 30 yards from the side-by-side, stud of a 10-point standing there. And unfortunately, Jonathan hits a twig with the rifle. It deflects, hit a tree, missed the deer. So started the day off pretty rough, but we went back to the area that we were headed towards anyway. We made a big loop and we came back to this spot because we had a couple scrapes right here 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? So 2 days ago we found a couple scrapes right here, put a camera on them. We came over here and checked it. The scrapes were worked, but the camera didn't take pictures, so we didn't know what we were going to be hunting. But we decided, you know what, let's go in here, let's get in the tree and take a chance and see what happens. And you see what happened. Check that out, man. That's just a beast of a 6-point. That's an old deer. Now we got a ton of work to do. We got to drag this dude out like 600 yards. So anyway, he says he's gonna put his rifle up. Man, he could have killed that deer. He had his bow in his hand. I told him to get the rifle. The deer looked like he's gonna cross the road and head towards the back. But I mean, I think he shot him at like 30, 25. Could have killed him with his bow. But we're gonna put these rifles up and get the bow. Only bring the bow with us. We brought the rifle just because the deer are rutting hard, and a lot of times when they're chasing does, it's hard to stop them and get a good shot with a bow, or even get them into. Sometimes they're not even working scrapes. Like right now, a buddy of ours, he's not 10 miles from here, and he said they quit working scrapes and they're just completely chasing now. So sometimes it's hard to to come out here and just dedicate yourself to bow hunting when you got these deer running crazy. So that's why we brought a rifle, just in case for a backup plan. And unfortunately we didn't need it, but we used it. So we're gonna wrap this thing up and start dragging this dude out. We got a long drag, and we got plenty of daylight though, so that's a good thing. So we're gonna get the dragging, and hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hope you enjoy it.